give my From Boyle Heights to Broadway lecture, and hopefully my students and the audience will ask really interesting questions, and I can share my wisdom and knowledge because I want to inspire the next generation of writers to write their show and dream big so that they get to Broadway too. I just want to let you know why we're recording this. You know, when you're undocumented and you have felt invisible your whole life, you want to document your story, your humanity, but I also want to share all this wisdom and knowledge that I'm going to impart with you. And also, you know, I'm not growing old, I'm becoming wiser, and I'm a wise woman. And I really feel that it's my role as a wise woman, as a wise Latina, as an elder, to derive all the wisdom and information and all the, you know, it's like all this pain and suffering must be worth something. And it's because I'm going to, as I tell you the story, I'm going to have a therapeutic session with myself, but I'm also going to probably remember all the lessons that I've learned along the way that I want to impart with you. Because everything that I've gone through, so that you look for the universal themes, you really looking for the truth, not necessarily to pick on anybody. Because as playwrights, we're here to really expose the lies and all the unspoken agreements and all the dysfunctions, because we're here to heal family curses with the truth, right? So the legal aspect is very important, right? The second part is that sometimes you don't have to show your work to your family. You know, that's the other aspect, is that you know, like we write sometimes for ourselves and sometimes we write for the public. And you may need to write a play about your family because there's no other play you can write than that one, right? And maybe you can't produce it or do anything with it for 10, 20 years until this problem is solved. And you may just need to write it for yourself as therapy. Okay, I tell you, there are stories sometimes that are very personal that we don't necessarily have to do anything with them. But we can't move on unless we write them first.
Father Greg Boyle talks about this beautiful circle of compassion and the people that are left out. Well, we all have the power to reach out and bring people to the circle of compassion so that they too may stand in the light. I am very lucky that as a storyteller and now a writing teacher that I too get to tell my students, write your story. Write about what you know, tell it from your point of view. We must tell our stories so that we all finally get it, that we are already all connected. If Hollywood isn't telling our stories, then we must do it ourselves. We must make our stories matter. And this I know because God told me so. Thank you.
And let me tell you the secret to great stories. The moments that are the most uncomfortable, the things that you wish no one wants to experience the discomfort of being embarrassed, humiliated, or anything. But if you can write characters that go through something really uncomfortable, but they still stand or cry or they feel their way through it and they discover something about themselves, the whole audience breathes and go, oh my God, I wish I could do that. I wish I could be with my pain and embarrassment, discomfort, and I can still keep telling the truth.
Hi, I'm Josefina Lopez. I am the playwright and screenwriter of Real Women Have Curves.
The orders are too big. We need at least 2 more seamstresses.
Pues sí, but the money they pay me is not enough to hire any more help.
I go visit a lot of universities, and all these young women say, thank you for writing this play, because at our college, they're all doing classics, and they never do anything Latino, and this is the one Latino play they do, and this is the one chance that us chunky, real Latina women get an opportunity to act, because otherwise we would not be cast in anything except the maid.
Rosalie, try something other's plate.
Thank you, pero I'm not hungry.
But you haven't eaten anything?
I drink 8 glasses of water a day and I don't get hungry. Water gets rid of the fat.
So this play is really inspired by my life. You know, I really did work in a sewing factory. I really did iron. I spent hours ironing, and people ask me, like, how much of this play is true and how much of it is made up? And I would say that it's about 80% true. And there's some things that I won't give away that are made up, you know, to make it more exciting, but a lot of it is really true. You know, a lot of it is about seeing my mother as a real woman for the very first time and understanding that women are powerful. Because up until that point, I always thought, shoot, you know, why was I born a girl? I should have just been born a man. My life would have been easier. And after that experience of working in a sewing factory, I realized, no, women are so beautiful and powerful and amazing. And when we work together, we can overcome and do anything. That's why I'm a woman. because I'm incredible. I'm amazing. And that's what I wanted to celebrate in my play.
So Real Women Have Courage was the attempt to show Latina women as human beings, but also to show women that we don't have to apologize for being born women. Because unconsciously, in every which way, women are told that no matter how beautiful, how intelligent, how accomplished, how amazing you are, you will never be good enough because you were not born a man. I mean, really, after 25 years of being on this play, I go, well, what's the ultimate message? I go, yeah. That if a woman really sits down and thinks about this beauty game, is that we think we're going to win if we're beautiful enough. You go, no, because you will never be thin enough. You will never be beautiful because you were not born a man. That's the message behind the curtain.
The way we fight back is to say, immigrants make America great. Because each one of us, everybody here, all the cast, you are all your ancestors' dream come true. Right? Every single woman here who's going to stand out there and show her lonja and her and the bags and the wrinkles are going to say, I matter and I am my ancestors' dream. And we do make America great, and I'm so proud to be here. And thank you so much for making this dream come true. My story is now the story of millions of immigrants. Now is a story of women affirming our value and our worth, and it's just, I can't say enough. Thank you so much.